I'm Dr. Aixa Goodrich, and today we're going to talk about insulin resistance. You may have heard the term being thrown around and not really sure what that is. So today I'm going to clarify for you, and hopefully this little tidbit of information can help you or someone you love. So let's break it down. Insulin resistance is when your cells in your liver, in your muscles and fat don't respond well to insulin and can't use glucose from your blood for energy. Okay? So to help make up for this, what your pancreas does, being so smart, is that it produces more insulin. But unfortunately, over time, your blood sugar level starts to go up because it's just resisting it, right? So insulin resistance is very prevalent. You may want to know that it affects 1 in 3 Americans. It's also known as metabolic syndrome. So really, if you and 2 of your friends get together, one of you is going to have some sort of issue with insulin resistance. So you want to learn a little bit more about this. Now, how do you know if you are insulin resistant? The truth of the matter is that there is no real symptom per se, but there are some warning signs, okay? So here's some of the signs to look out for. If you've recently had blood work done and you have a fasting glucose of over 100, that's a risk factor. If your triglycerides, fasting triglycerides, are over 150, you're also at risk. If your good cholesterol, known as HDL, is under 40, that's a risk factor. Now, men, if you have a waistline over 40 inches, and ladies, a waistline of over 35 inches, that's a risk factor. You may also notice some skin tags or skin discolorations or patches of dark velvety skin. That's also probably a sign or a warning, okay? Now, some of the risk factors and causes may include having a sedentary lifestyle. Some people, especially these days with quarantine and COVID and everything else, we're working from home. We're not moving around as much, right? If you smoke, if you're a smoker, if you're pregnant and have gestational diabetes or had gestational diabetes, if you have a history of PCOS or fatty liver, or you consume a super high carb diet, or you have sleep issues like sleep apnea, or just you don't sleep because you can't shut off this little thing up here, right? The monkey brain, then you might be at risk factor. Or at risk rather. And of course, if there's a hormone imbalance, or if you have just increased, your belly fat is just out of control, or it really just kind of, the fat just kind of accumulates in your belly, in your midsection, that's also a risk factor, okay? So clearly your lifestyle plays a role in developing insulin resistance and diabetes and prediabetes. And realistically speaking, it plays a role in just about every single disease known to man. So I recommend taking a close look at your daily routine and make sure you're moving, you're exercising, you're consuming a less processed diet, making sure you get more veggies and berries and lean proteins without any hormones or chemicals, and that you're learning to manage stress and obviously getting enough sleep, okay? So if you or a loved one would like help managing or reversing some sort of chronic health issue, call us. We may be able to help you. And you could reach us at 305-271-7447. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Manifest Terrific Life or South Florida Chiropractic. Same thing with Facebook. And on YouTube, it's Dr. Aixa Goodrich. So I hope you learned something today, and thank you so much for your time. If there's any way that I can help you or a loved one, I'm happy to do it. I'm Dr. Aixa Goodrich, adding years to your life and life to your years.